Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Greetings, my brothers and sisters. This is part 2 of the Prelude of the 2024 AD USA President. This is the prelude to me campaigning for the 2024 presidency in the United States of America, for the salvation of the United States of America. And to pick up where I left off from on part 1 of the prelude, the Quran is the book that was revealed to Muhammad ibn Abdullah. And I pointed out that that which Americans call the Holy Bible, there are 3 or 4 major prophets here that represent this book right here, in which the devil himself has divided up and rebranded as the Holy Bible. You have the book of Moses, whom true identity is Musa, and the Torah was revealed to him. That's the first 5 books of this book. The first 5 books of this book. And you have the prophets, David and Solomon, and which the Zambor was revealed to by Allah. And that's the Psalms and Proverbs. And then you have the Injil that revealed to Isa, whom you all call Jesus Christ. And y'all call it the Gospel of Jesus. Now, this book right here, all those prophets were believing Muslim. Jesus was not a Christian, nor a Jew. Moses was not a Christian, nor a Jew. David and Solomon were not a Christian nor a Jew. All 4 of them were believing Muslim. In other words, Christians, you don't have a book. You don't have a book. That's the believing Muslim book. Jews, they don't have a book. You don't have a book. You take the word of Allah and change the word of Allah and pawn his book off on the world as if you have a book. It reminds me of a fellow I saw on the curb one day in Tirol. He had the Bible wrapped up in some words with Hebrew on it and called himself an Israel, and he had the Bible pawned like it was a whole different book. I said, man, take that cover off that book. And when he took the cover off the book, the little paper cover he made off the book, it was the Bible. And see, this is the same mentality that through the ages that you guys have done. You have took and taken the words of Allah and put your name on it to claim something that is not yours. You don't have a book. So, this is my point to you. Today is the 25th of December, Christmas. And as I pointed out in part 1 of the prelude, he who goes in the forest and chop it down the evergreen tree and bring it back to their home and they fasten it down with nails and decorate it with silver and gold. This is abomination to the soul of people who do that. It's vain for them to do such a thing. Yet your preacher is in the church teaching you that it's okay. And these are the leaders who you follow. Just as the Christians has gone astray, the Jews has gone astray, over 99% of the Muslims in the United States are misguided. From the foreigners, Arabs who have gone astray, who put a partner with Allah. You understand? This book right here is the Holy Quran. This is what was revealed to Muhammad ibn Abdullah. This book right here, the Holy Quran, over 1,400 years ago. 1,400 years ago. Over 90% of the Muslims in the United States, you think they follow this book? No, they do not follow this book. What book do they follow then, Imam Mahdi? You may be asking yourself if they don't follow the Quran. They follow this book right here. There are 9 volumes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are hadiths. This is the hadith. What is hadith? Writings, reports. When Allah speaks of hadith, this is the hadith he speaks of. The writing is a report revealed from Allah. When they speak of hadith, this is what they speak of. These 9 volumes. And there are other volumes by different people. This book was revealed to Muhammad ibn Abdullah in his lifetime. In his lifetime. And they can't follow this. Now how are you going to follow something that come over 100 years after him? If you can't follow the book that was revealed in the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah's lifetime, how are you going to follow something that was revealed 100 and some years after him? If you disbelieve in something in this book, in which they do because they put Muhammad as a partner with Allah in this book, and then they follow this where they allow Muhammad to be a partner with Allah. You understand? And they come to the United States of America misguiding these, what we call descendants of slaves. And now the white man who want to become Muslim, they follow them. Thinking they're going to have salvation. Thinking they can escape the crimes that they have committed upon the Africans and the natives. Thinking the Saudis gonna help them out. Oh, we with the Saudis, so maybe they can protect us when the time comes. Because they have the religion of Allah. Saudi Arabia, the Saudis don't have the religion of Allah. They associate Muhammad as being the partner with Allah. That's why the flag flies as it is. This is the day of humiliation to the world. What are you going to do? If it's not, what they say in the Quran, about the Quran on their flag is in Allah Muhammadan Rasulullah, it's not in the Quran. So for them to have any integrity, to maintain the integrity which they think that they have, which is none at all, you got to be able to prove that. You got to be able to bring that from the Quran. And guess what? You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. So if you can't do it, guess what? You become discredited. But unless you are ignorant and you don't know no better, if they get around people who don't know no better, and then nobody can bring this issue to them, present this issue to the people, then there's no, they don't have to worry about it. But unfortunately for them, I'm here. You understand? And so when you deal with these hadith, there were 5 major players in which the hadith is being taught in the United States and America and the world. And the first one is Abu Hanif. His hadith came out in 767. That's 135 years after the passing of the Prophet. 135 years after the passing of the Prophet. You know what hearsay? If you take somebody today in your current right now, say 20 minutes gap period of time. If I say something to this person, and he says something to somebody else, and we're supposed to be saying the same thing, and you say that go through about 10 people, what I said first, and by the time you get to the 10th person, what I said will have changed to something else by the 10th person. And this is in the period of 20 minutes. So you got a period of 135 years? You understand? And you still can't follow this, and you're going to try to follow that? You understand? And that's Abu Hanifa, in which I said it was in 767 when he first revealed that Quran, the Hadith, the Hadith. When he first presented the Hadith, Allah revealed the Quran. Abu Hanifa revealed the hearsay. The sayings, you understand, that he got from people. through generation to generation, and it finally got to him, and he wrote it down and presented it as his hadith. And Samuel al-Bukhari, and this is Bukhari right here, al-Bukhari. It was in 870, the CE, the Common Era, where he presented his hadith. And that was 238 years. 238 years after the passing of the prophet. And you follow that, and you can't follow this that was revealed during the time of the prophet. You understand? And then you have the Muslim, which hadith revealed in 875. That's 243 years after the prophet. Muhammad ibn Abdullah, made peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. 243 years? 243 years. And then you have Dawood, the 9th century hadith, by Dawood hadith. That's 300 years. Then you have Tawhidi, the 10th century hadith. That's 400 years. You find something that was revealed 400 years after the prophet, telling you how you should live your life, when Allah has revealed this book right here, the Holy Quran, for you to live your life. And see, America, as I said, my production is to teach Americans how to fight this jihad. And to fight this jihad, you got to know who is who. Now, I done taught you what the Americans are. I'm teaching you, I done taught you from the colonial slave trade period time. But now it's trying to dig a little bit deeper. And after the prophet, you're dealing with the Uthmanid dynasty, the Fatimid dynasty, where the Muslims start spreading the Quran, the teachings of the Quran. You understand? Or even a few hundred years after Muhammad ibn Abdullah, then you have the Berber and the Muslim coming together, and the Berber then calling itself Moors. You understand? And coming over here to America 200 years before the white man came over here. You understand? And stealing this land from the natives and going back to Africa and other parts of the Middle East, trying to pawn and sell land to the Europeans. You understand? That's how the white man got here. Is them Africans, them lying Africans coming over here, portraying themselves as God's people and taking the land from the natives and selling it to the Europeans over in England and elsewhere. You understand? To the Pope, bringing slaves over here. Black people selling black people. You understand? And this comes again why the reparation is so important. Why I must teach you how to fight this jihad. Because black man, the white man is not your only issue. The white man is not your only issue. The black Africans is your issue. Black Africans to this day have not reached their hands out and give us what is rightfully ours. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm preparing you for a battle. This battle is my presidency. You understand? These people do not care about you. And this land that you're on, what you call the United States of America, this is the native. I'm native. This is our land. This is not black folks' land. This is not white folks' land. You understand, black man? You always run around this country talking about black this. Well, I'm letting you know, your land is over on the continent of so-called Africa. And I'm showing you how to get it. And you will get it through reparations. And reparations, and what I'm presenting as for reparations, and they got all these house niggas now remind you that trying to come with a reparation solution. You understand? I done heard from the guy who used to own what? BET? That Johnson guy? You understand? And you got different people who are presenting, and he owned a bank now, I think he got into banking. I don't know if he's still in the banking, but you got people who are trying to present, well, they should get like $300,000, $400,000 and this and that. I spent $300,000 in 2 minutes. Your reparation's gone. No. What you need is free education and monetary digital, which is money, But it's not no 300,000. We are getting 19 by $87 billion. And the reason why 19, because the science on 19. You've been destroyed on every level of the 19. You understand? So that's where the 19 come in. By $87 billion. From each country on the continent of Africa. Then 20% of the land on every country, from every country on the continent of Africa and the Middle East. Now this land right here belongs to the natives. The black man ain't got no rights on this land, what we call the United States of America. You nor do the white man has any rights on this land right here, what we call the United States of America. This is all the native land. That's who this belongs to. So reparation is due to them. Not only to getting their land back, we are getting our land back, but we're gonna be compensated. Don't you know they digging right now, they taking from this country, from this continent, the oil, the gas, the diamonds, the gold. All this is right here in Chesterfield County, Kershaw County. You understand? You got a diamond mine right up here, a gold mine right up here by Payson, South Carolina, right here in Chesterfield County, right outside of Chesterfield County. You understand? So, this land, they've been yielding natural resources like this land, the oil and all natural resources like this land that you call the United States of America. All that natural resources, all this belongs to the natives. You understand? And you wonder why the COVID-19, Allah has sent the COVID-19, the pandemic. Don't nothing die without Allah's permission. I'm going to help you understand this. Nothing dies without Allah's permission. You understand? So, this is where we are, people. This is where we are. So, through Al-Judgment Islam Political Nation Agency, for the 2024 presidency, U.S. presidency, this is what I'm campaigning for. The salvation. The most valuable thing that you have is your soul. And that's what the salvation is about. You understand? Like I said, in conclusion, I'd like to thank you all for taking time to listen to this message. I want to bring you the evidence, clear evidence, and as I pointed out the hadith to you, and the men who brought the hadith, there were 4 men after the passing of the death of Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah over 1400 years ago. The Prophet lifespan was from 571 to 632. And after that, there were 4 caliphs. 4 caliphs. And the first one being Abu Bakr, who took the caliphship in 632 to 634. And then there was Umar ibn al-Khattab, who took the caliphship from 634 to 644. And then there was Uthman ibn Affan, who took the caliphship from 644 to 656. And last, and definitely not least, was Ali ibn Abi Talib, who took the caliphship from 656 to 661. And Ali was the nephew of the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the cousin of the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah. You understand? So, with this being the situation of the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, then they have a brother or sister. It was his cousin, Ali. So those 4 men are the rightly guided ones after the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah. And then how you going to follow somebody and then they kill Ali? You understand? How you going to follow somebody who 135 years after the Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah? And when they can't even follow this during the lifetime, the book that revealed during the lifetime is still intact. And they can't even follow this. So my brothers and sisters, we are in a time where Allah has destroyed the United States of America and the world as we know it. As we know it. So, I invite you to worship the wonders of Allah. I invite you to establish